Hi, I'm Jessie. I'm a US American and I have been living here in Germany for 7 years now. Today I want to talk about one of the worst things, like one of the hardest parts about living in Germany for me personally, and that is the winter, especially the darkness. I'm originally from California, so we really don't have much of a winter. The winter in California is honestly comparable to early fall in Germany. It'll be like between 10 to 16 degrees. And we'll have like some gray and rainy days, but also we get a lot of sunny days. In Germany, it's so much colder and also so much darker. We recently had the time change and now the days are getting darker sooner and sooner. And pretty soon the sun is going to be setting around 3 p.m. Those days are really hard for me. I find it really depressing to have the majority of the day just be in darkness. Plus, Germany is constantly gray in winter. You hardly ever see the sun even during the daylight hours. There's always just like this thick layer of gray clouds. So the day will sort of go from gray and cloudy, but light to dark at night, and you almost never see the sun. So if the sun comes out in winter, it's honestly so joyful, and it's like I don't care how cold it is, I'm gonna go outside and enjoy the sun. Now that we have the time change and the days are getting darker, the gray cloud is here, I find myself just slowing down, having a lot less energy than I did in the summer. I struggle more to get outside, to do things. I find myself sleeping earlier every day. I definitely get winter depression. So every winter I get SAD, the seasonal affective disorder. Something that really impacts me, influence on my mental health, my energy levels, how I'm feeling. It's something that I definitely have to deal with every winter here in Germany. And now that I've gone through a lot of winters here, I know what to expect and I know what I can do to help myself. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily any easier. Like, I still struggle every winter. I know some people really love the winters here, but unfortunately I'm not one of those people, and I don't think I ever will be. So today I just kind of want to go through how I feel in the winters, what I do to help myself, kind of like my thoughts and feelings on the winters. Hopefully it will give you some tips on how to survive the winters. One of the things that I found myself doing over the years is just sort of leaning into the seasons and living my life more seasonally than I did before. Because Germany definitely has 4 seasons, and I never really experienced such extremes during the seasons before. And as I said earlier, in the summers when there's so much daylight, I feel really energized and want to do so many things. And then in winter, my energy level gets less. And I try to lean into this naturally, sort of like embrace the hibernation, the coziness, and I don't expect myself to be doing the same types of activities or socializing as much as I do in the summer. I'm very much an introvert, and so I really lean into living seasonally, kind of embrace this different change in my energy. I find that embracing living seasonally really helps with me, and just accepting that I'm going to be having different energy levels and to change my expectations on what I'm going to be doing and how much energy I have. Facing the reality that, yeah, it's going to be different is really helpful for me. So in winter, I really try to, first off, lean into the coziness. I love to create myself a really nice environment. So I love to light candles in the winter, and I have just sort of soft, cozy lighting everywhere. I think this also just like reflects the darker days, and I like to have the candles and the cozy lighting. It just feels like a good match. And it makes me really happy to be in a room that has candles. I really enjoy that. I also find that winter is a time to kind of lean into your work or your hobbies. I'm just indoors a lot more, and one of my favorite things to do is crochet. I made myself this little sweater here, and every winter I find I get more into crochet. Like in the summers I'm crocheting less, and then in the winter I get really into it and I'll make myself a new sweater like this one or something else. I really embrace that, and I love to spend my evening crocheting, like light some candles, put on a movie, and then I'll spend the evening crocheting, and that's, yeah, a great evening for me. One of the things that I do, and I think pretty much everyone in Germany does this, is I get my vitamin D levels tested and then I take the recommended amount. It's so important to make sure that you're staying healthy. Taking my vitamin D pills, I really notice a difference in my mental health and my energy levels. And I always make sure that I get it tested by my doctor. You have to pay extra for that. Then I'd rather pay to get the test done and make sure that I'm taking the correct amount instead of just guessing and maybe not even taking enough vitamin D. The first time I ever got myself tested, I was really shockingly low, It's really good to make sure that you're taking the right amount, and I do notice a difference in myself when I'm taking my vitamin D pills. I also, every winter, I use a happy lamp. So this lamp is supposed to kind of like mimic the sunlight, and they say it kind of like helps your eyes and helps like wake up your body when you don't have the sunlight outside. So I like to use my happy lamp in the mornings when I'm getting ready. It's hard to say if it really makes a difference or not, but I really enjoy the routine of using it, and I think that's really nice. Exercise really helps with my winter depression. So the more I'm going to the gym, the better I'm feeling physically and mentally. So it's really important in winter to make sure that you're continuing to exercise. And one of my favorite forms of exercise is actually just going for a walk. I like to just get my body moving and appreciate the outdoors, even if it is cold and dark. I love it when it snows. The city is super beautiful when it snows, so I'm hoping to get some nice snowfall this year. It's important just to make sure that you're still maintaining routines of going to the gym or going for a walk or whatever helps you get your body moving. This will really help with your mental health during the winters. And finally, it's so important just to make sure that you're still socializing. At least for me as an introvert, it can kind of be easy to get into sort of like hermit mode and not want to go outside, not want to see people because they don't want to like go through bad weather to get somewhere. But I really enjoy it when I make plans with friends. It's nice to have something fun to look forward to on a gray day and something to get you outside. During winter, I love to meet up with friends and cook dinner at each other's apartments, have board game nights, just also leading into the season, but like with friends, like having cozy nights at home with my friends. I really enjoy doing that. One of the things that I feel like so many Germans do is just leave during the winter. Like they all are gone during January, and yeah, I did that last year. I was gone on a trip during part of January, and this year I'm going to be also leaving during January, going somewhere sunny. So I'm really looking forward to that and kind of escaping a bit of the winter here and getting some sunshine and shortening the winter. During the winters, I still struggle definitely, but I've learned that doing all of these different things will help me. I've learned that I just need to kind of listen to my body and what it's asking for, and it's asking for me to slow down in the winters. And this doesn't mean not doing anything. I still exercise, I still see my friends, but I know that, it's a time to slow down and not do as many things as I do in the summer, or kind of change the types of things that I'm doing. I love to lean into my slow hobbies such as crocheting during the winter. And I love to have, soft, cozy environments, doing all of these different things like creating a nice environment or having fun plans with friends. It helps just keep this season of darkness a little less dark. That's really cheesy, but yeah, doing these things makes me a little bit happier and helps me survive the winter. Yeah, let me know if you found this video helpful. What do you do during the winter? Do you enjoy winters? Why? Yeah, let me know your thoughts below. Leave a comment, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao!